A big University of Washington donor and Seattle Kraken owner David Bonderman has died. He passed away this morning at the age of 82. KOMO senior reporter Chris Daniels tells us how he's left his mark across Seattle.
You can't walk in the Seattle Kraken front door without seeing his name.
He was doing this for all the right reasons. I'm going to miss him.
Todd Lewicki is the Kraken CEO.
I've been composed all day. I feel myself getting emotional. An amazing guy.
He is here because of David Bonderman, whose life is difficult to encapsulate in a short amount of time. A UW grad who worked security at the Space Needle while in college and would go on to even bigger heights as a special assistant in the U.S. Attorney's Office of Civil Rights for LBJ, an early investor in companies like Airbnb and Spotify, a backer of the Wilderness Society and World Wildlife Fund, who was already funding a UW fellowship with millions of dollars before deciding nearly a decade ago to invest in a new Seattle Center arena and lead the group trying to buy a hockey team to play in it. He completed both goals. Why do you think he invested in this city?
Well, in many ways, it was a perfect David Bonderman move. Courage. He always went places where others didn't go, and that was the situation here.
Lewicki says Bonderman is also the person who had his finger and his eye, quite literally, on the franchise from day one. The person who said the S needed a little color.
And it was he that stood up in a meeting and said, "Try an eye right there." And that was the day the brand was born.
And that logo now serving as a stamp on the franchise, and a life bookended in Seattle with multiple colorful chapters in between.
I think the world is a much better place on his departure than when he met it.
In Seattle, Chris Daniels, KOMO News.
Bonderman's daughter, Samantha Holloway, will now serve as the lead owner of the Seattle Kraken. The team's players will wear patches on their helmets honoring his memory throughout the rest of this season. UW President Annamarie Kause paid tribute to David Bonderman and his contributions to the school. Her statement reads in part, "He was an unwavering champion of education inside and especially outside the classroom." It goes on to say his impact on the University of Washington, our students, and the world will be a lasting and treasured legacy.
And from NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman, David Bonderman lived a life that was astounding in its breadth of achievement, unflinching in its commitment to excellence, and relentless in its passion for improving lives. He continues stating, quote, "Bonderman was determined that his personal success positively impact others through conservation, philanthropy, sports, and music."